You should pull the fucking trigger.
Pull the trigger. Ain't nobody gonna do for you. Pull the trigger. Don't hesitate, just shoot.
What's going on, Silverbacks? It's Benny here, and this is the Silverback Lab. So, last video I did was it was the beginning of week 1 of this 10-week we'll see whatever happens transformation thing. So week 1 has ended. We're now going into week 2. So when I first started this whole ordeal, it's a few months ago. It's about 3 months ago is when I first really started to let me try to cut and see if I can make a difference. So I was 255, and up until the beginning of last week I was 236. So dropped a significant amount, about 20 pounds so far, and it was 236.8, I believe it was. Weighed myself today, and it was 234 on the button. Now I go to the gym in the afternoon, and that's the scale I go by. I've been on other scales, and so it's fairly accurate. They all seem to line up with each other and be pretty consistent. So again, but I go to the gym in the afternoons, so I've had breakfast and lunch and all that. When I weigh, have sweaty shirt and shorts on, take my shoes off, empty my pockets, all that. So, but to keep it consistent, we'll say 234. I guess realistically, if I were to weigh myself in the morning, butt ass naked, maybe in the 232, 231-ish range. But as far as working out goes, I've been keeping it medium. I go heavy about once a week. I'll just feel it that day. I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go heavy. So I go heavy. Oh, excuse me. But I've been keeping it at a medium weight, about 15 to 18 reps. Usually my last set will maybe be in the 12 range, somewhere around there. So just my main goal is just getting a lot of reps in, reps. And so, I'll do 8 to 10 sets, say anywhere from 12 to 18, average about 15 reps per set. So getting well over 100 reps on, each individual exercise. And then more so lately, I'll finish a workout with cardio. I'll either, walk on the treadmill with like a 10%, incline, or get on the stairs, do that for about 15 minutes, and so I'll have a awesome workout. I'm for the most part exhausted, drenched in sweat, and then I just force myself hop on, and I think that obviously just gives you that extra pushes your body, burn more fat, burn more calories, and essentially drop more weight. As far as eating goes, when I going back to when I first started this, because I first started keeping track of this, as last week was the beginning of week 1. But I've been, changing my diet for the past, again, about 3 months. So initially, I started eating clean. Not necessarily less, but clean. So cut out all the shit, fast food, breads, pastas, all that. So when I say I don't eat carbs, then, I get some carbs from vegetables, bananas, some fruit, stuff like that. But when I say carbs, I'm talking about breads, pastas, any kind of starch, rice, stuff like that. Any sweets, I'm not big on sweets anyways, as I've said before. But, so back to what I was saying. So when I first started this, I started eating cleaner, but still a lot, because I still wanted to get size. And so, I was doing 6 to 8 eggs in the morning, big ass, full chicken breast with, at least a cup and a half of vegetables. Dinner would be the same thing. I'd have, small meals in between, whether it be just straight chicken or something, some of that. Then I was eating, tilapia, but I was eating 2 tilapia fillets, fuckload of vegetables. So since then, about 2 weeks ago, I've cut portion size down, and I've noticed a big difference. I'm still maintaining strength, which I'm absolutely happy with, but definitely cut the portions down. So as far as in the morning, I'll have, maybe 3 eggs, 3 to 4, depending on how big they are. And then, in between, I'll have like some Greek yogurt. Lunch is just 1 tilapia fillet, or if I go, the chicken breast route, my normal size chicken breast, which is the fucking big ones, I'll cut those in half. And then I do a cup of vegetables, whether it be black beans, broccoli, mixed vegetables, the medley with fucking carrots and cauliflower, or straight green beans. Just got to get your veggies in. Like, you just have to. That's a huge part. And then obviously, your clean, lean meat for your protein. So this past week, for example, I do small meal preps. Basically, when I say meal prep, I just meal prep my lunches because, when I'm at work, it's easy for me. Have my eggs in the morning. This past week, was today Tuesday. So yeah, today, yesterday, and then tomorrow, and I believe Thursday as well. I did 4. It's tilapia fillet. One I have black beans, another I have green beans, another's broccoli, and I mix that up to kind of eating clean gets very boring. So you got to mix it up a little bit. Sometimes I'll pan sear the tilapia, sometimes I bake it. But overall, definitely cleaning the diet up and just going a lot harder in the gym because I know I'm not trying to maintain. I'm pushing, and I think so far my body's responding really well. It's still early in the game. I'm about to start week 2 now, but I'm down close to 2 pounds just in that week. Strength is still there. I just I'm starting to see a lot more definition. Obviously more so at the gym. You got the pump going on, so you can see little striations in the delts. I'm starting to see separation in the biceps. I used to just neglect biceps because I was so anti-cliche, but definition's starting to shape up. My main weak area is my midsection, my belly. So it's slowly going down. Again, I'm going by the scale for record-keeping purposes, just to kind of see where I'm at. But my main telltale sign is not even the mirror, because I see myself every fucking day. So when you have minor changes, you're gradually seeing the change. So it's not until you see before and after that you see, the big difference. Speaking of picture, here's my week 2 photo. So fairly similar to week 1. Still got a ways to go. But slow and steady is key. That's the name of the game. And as far as supplements go, as always, every fucking day, got my Silverback Pre-Workout. You can get yours. Link is in the description. Had to put a plug in. But not just because it's my own product, but I fucking love it. I do. And I get awesome workouts. I stay focused. And I look forward to my workouts, as all of you should look forward to your workouts. And then I'd say about a week and a half ago, I started taking DHEA. A lot of mixed reviews on DHEA. So overall, it's a precursor to testosterone. So basically, your body has this DHEA, and then now it can, make testosterone. So the theory is the more DHEA you have, the more testosterone your body will produce. You naturally produce DHEA. As you get older, it slowly diminishes and goes down. But again, there's no solid evidence that it works or no solid evidence that it doesn't work. This is actually Brian Cushing, linebacker for the Texans. This is actually what he just got suspended for 10 games. So it's legal to buy. I got it at Vitamin Shop. It was like $7. But in the NFL, UFC, MLB, a lot of these sports leagues, it's a banned substance. I believe in the UK and possibly Canada as well, it's banned. So again, there's not a lot of evidence for or against it. A lot of people that take it, such as Brian Cushing and some athletes, they swear by it. That's why they take it. But then there's other people that are like, it's placebo. So again, it's been about a week and a half for me. Still too early to tell. So hopefully in the next few weeks I can say, whether or not I felt a difference or not. And hell, who knows? That could be the reason why I'm eating a lot less, but I'm still able to maintain my strength. Because typically, as you take in less, you're going to get somewhat weaker because you're not getting all the protein and the energy you need to build muscle. So that could have something to do with it. Who knows? But I'm not going to go as far as to get blood work done and all that crazy shit because I just don't want to. But so moving forward, hope that I keep progressing, and I hope that some of you are watching this and get motivated by it. Again, I'll be doing this for 2 weeks, and today is the start of week 2. So we got 8 more weeks to go after this, and again, the ultimate goal is to look at my week 1 picture from last week, and then at the very end of this whole ordeal, and see a noticeable difference. I'd like to get into 220s. There was a point in my life, once I got out of the Marine Corps, I'm like, fuck this, I'm putting on weight. And I did. I lifted and lifted and lifted, and I was eating and eating and eating, and I had a belly, but I was big as fuck. And that was probably like one of the strongest points that I've been. And just a real stocky build. But I got up to like 270, and then I maintained 260 for the longest time. And up until, again, about 3 months ago, I was still 255. So, not far off of that mark. And in this 3 months, just a hair over 20 pounds that I've lost. So if I could lose 10 more, I think, we'll say 15. 10 to 15 more, I think I'll be in good shape, and figuratively speaking, but hopefully, literally in good shape as well. We'll see. Only time will tell, and only hard work, fucking dedication, hustling, and grinding is going to get me there. The main thing is just fucking discipline. It's like, not gonna lie, like eating clean is like one of the hardest things I've fucking done because I love cooking. My whole family cooks. It's one of our passions. So I love cooking. Therefore, I love eating good food. And like we went out the other night, and I had the bourbon chicken and shrimp. And normally it comes with potatoes, but I couldn't have that, so I got green beans. And it was a good meal, but when you know what your other options are, it's hard to say, I'd like a chicken breast, please. Especially when you eat that shit a lot. So, a lot of discipline, a lot of fucking willpower, but it's paying off. When I first started, I'm like, fuck, I'm not really, it's not making a difference, but yet I'm starving myself and eating this shit all the time. And then, then I started seeing the results. And I'm like, wow, this shit actually works. Like, all these books and statistics don't lie. Like, no shit, who'd have figured? So, I stuck with it, and then 20 pounds later, like, I would have never guessed to be like, oh, I could lose, 20 pounds just because I fluctuate maybe 5 pounds here and there, but that's about it. And it's still, like, hard to believe now, especially when you hold a 20-pound dumbbell, you're like, it's a decent amount of weight. So hopefully I could go 10 to 15 pounds more by the end of this. Because I don't want to lose too much, so hopefully, get down, but that gaining muscle and losing fat kind of balances out. So there's going to get to a point to where, say maybe I'm 225-ish, and I'm going to be losing fat and busting my ass to gain muscle. So I may stay around 225, but that doesn't mean my body's still not changing. I'm still slimming up, but building the muscle, which is the ideal goal. And we'll see if that plays out. So again, like, just take my story. I hope it inspires you. I hope you follow these every week, and are like, fuck, maybe I could do it too. So, as always, if you ain't been to the gym, get your ass to the gym. I'll at y'all later, and don't forget, pick up your Silverback Pre-Workout.
Photo shoot fresh, looking like wealth. I'm about to call a paparazzi on myself. Live from the Mercy.